All right. Welcome everyone to the awards S60 ISFL award stream. Before we get too far, just want to make sure everyone can hear us and see the screen, correct?
Speak up
Yeah.
if you can hear us.
Anyone at all?
We are live. I did just confirm it.
Sweet. All right.
We are. I hear us. So
All right.
Dog says we're live.
Everything's actually working the way it's supposed to. Yes. It took like 5 or 6 seasons, but I finally figured this shit out. All right. Anyway, yeah, so as I said, welcome to the S60 award show. Hopefully got a good show for you tonight. I am joined this time by Degradation and Mr. Soup. So welcome both of you to the award stream.
Thanks.
thank you, Tuva.
Happy to be here.
And just so we don't drag on too long, as my streams tend to do, let's just jump right in. So yeah, up first, the DSFL first team S60 first team All Pro offense. We have at QB Goldship, at running back Art Vandelay and Tame Brady, at fullback the DSFL fullback Desi Cotton, and at wide receiver we have Bubba Gump and Dante Von Wolf. A lot of luchadors up here.
Just a board of luchadors.
Yeah, always love a good fullback.
I love that there actually was a fullback in DSFL. That is very rare.
Awesome.
Well, fullbacks are there. Oh,
And
two. Okay. Yeah.
to be fair, that's 2 more than normal. So,
Two more than usual. Yeah.
but Desi for fullback, a very solid, almost 4 yards per carry, couple rushing touchdowns, couple receiving touchdowns. So, yeah, very much earned. And of course, Goldship with just absurd stats across the board. I think Goldship outproduced some ISFL QBs.
Goldship had probably the best season I've ever seen.
And I mean actual ISFL QBs, not just Lucas Mouthwash.
Yeah. not just certain teams QBs.
Yeah. All right. That's the first half of the first team offense. For the second half, we have another wide receiver, left bench, tight end Izo Zion, tight end Cuddy Von Turbo, interior offensive line Swantavius Steele, offensive tackle Atticus Furby, and offensive tackle Richard Patterson.
Love seeing lots of tight ends up there.
I don't need to say it. I say it, never channel him in.
Zion had a great year. Zion had a crazy year. I feel like I saw him have a touchdown pretty much every game.
Not only that, he's blocking well too. 30 pancakes.
Any tight end that's actually blocking, that's the thing. A lot of people will look at the receiving stats and go, "Oh yeah, this guy was like," especially in the ISFL, they'll look at the wide receivers putting up these monster stats from the tight end position. It's like, yeah, okay, but tight ends are supposed to block. So
this man came up with 10 touchdowns and 30 pancakes. He's a do-it-all brother.
And Cuddy Von Turbo right on his tail, about not as many pancakes, but also 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. Both of them as true tight ends, no less. So very impressive season all around. Deg, you want to take defense?
Absolutely. We'll start with our Kansas City Coyote boy there, Robot Sunfish the second at DL, with Domo Arigato and Sir Saxalat beside him, and then D Flowers and King Vaughn on the linebackers.
And Robot Sunfish with an enormous 11 TFLs and 7 sacks in just 14 games. Again, outperforming a huge number of ISFL counterparts.
Yeah, he just switched for us from linebacker to DL and just took over the position.
And actually, Sir Saxlot was right there too. 11 TFLs and 8 sacks himself. Almost identical numbers to Robot Sunfish. Basically the same person. And you can see it there, right? The Robot Fish and muscle guy. Somebody's going to be mad at me for that.
Domo Arigato with a 95% tackle percentage with 41 tackles.
Damn.
Another 6 sacks. The only defensive tackle with a safety as well. And then my boy for Dallas, D Flowers. The huge season for D Flowers. Was that 13 sacks, 9 TFLs? I know he slowed down a little bit as the season went on, but at one point he had 9 sacks when the next best had 6. So huge
Yeah.
season there. And then King
Yeah,
Vaughn
and
matched him,
King
13.
Von, yeah, he caught up at some point, but you could see 6 forced fumbles though.
Oh yeah, just a
Yeah, that's
terror.
great. But then Flowers got that defensive touchdown, so
I mean, both
just do it
very
all around.
good linebackers. All right, the other half.
Other half of our defense at inside linebacker, underrated position, Samuel Frost. And then for the defensive backs, we've got Fireball Jones, Reggie Bow, I hope I pronounced that right, G. Antpeen, and Jimmy Parham. I can't wait
Samuel
to see
Frost.
Luchadors.
Samuel Frost is a rookie.
Just a turnover machine. 2 forced fumbles, 3 recoveries, 2 interceptions. For an inside linebacker, that's insane. They don't normally get involved that much.
Yeah, he was playing from all over the field, and he's going to move around a little bit next season, so look out for more.
And you got Fireball Jones with 7 interceptions and 3 forced fumbles. Reggie Baugh with 5 interceptions and 26 pass deflections.
I remember seeing Fireball Jones names all the time and just pissing me off that we could never pass.
And then G. Antpeen and Jimmy Parham both just turnover machines on the defense. 2 picks apiece, 2 forced fumbles apiece.
I think it was a big season for turnovers. Like just a lot of defensive players ripping the ball out, interceptions.
Definitely looks that way.
Like, I don't want to say it was like, a lack of quarterback play, maybe too many rookies out there, but definitely the defense was on point this year.
It was a very deep rookie class, this draft. So there were a lot of rookies out there.
Yeah. But all right, congratulations to the. Oh, actually, I think special teams. I'm getting ahead of myself. Soup, if you want to.
Most important.
Yeah.
Soup.
All right, we've got Timothy Lee for the kicker, Johnny Zins as a punter, and Boss Nasty as the All-Pro returner.
Timothy Lee made as many field goals as the next best kicker attempted. and he did it with a higher accuracy than anyone else.
That's
So
insane.
You want to know why? The North Division might not have been as strong all season, but I can see why they were still able to win the Ultimate there.
Boss Nasty is a great name, Rolling Stone. I agree.
Got to invest in your special teams. Pick up that kicker. Kicker's a player too.
It's also a great render.
It is.
Boss Nasty.
Boss Nasty had over 1,000 kick return yards. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen someone with 1,000 kick return yards.
Is there a way to force only one person to take all the kick returns?
Or was Minnesota letting up that many scores? But hey.
No, hang on.
But still, 1,000 return yards. That is huge. And Johnny Zins with the highest punt return, or the highest punt average, and highest inside 20% of all punters. So all 3 definitely very well earned this season. I think That's all pro. Yes. So congratulations to the DSFL All Pro. Moving on to DSFL Offensive Performance of the Year. Your five candidates there. Gold Ship from week 2, Tame Brady from week 9, Daquan Feldman from week 1, Dante Von Wolf from week 11, and Cuddy Von Turbo week 6. Only 5 nominees this time, but so you got stuff like Gold Ship putting up 7 touchdowns on 24 pass attempts in week 2.
It was early in the season. People were trying to figure out what they're doing. You know, a lot of rookies out there. I think Goldchip was a rookie, wasn't they?
No, I don't think not this
No.
season.
No. Okay. I just spoke.
But Feldman with 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tame Brady with combined over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns running and receiving.
That one stings a bit. Tim Brady used to be a Coyote.
Cuddy Von Turbo as a tight end, 4 catches for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Dante Von Wolf with five catches with 3 touchdowns.
So over half of his catches were touchdowns.
Yeah, making use of what he got. Yeah.
So
That fun fact, that was against the Coyotes, by the way. But
probably not so fun fact for the Coyotes, but you know.
London players just burning us left and right.
But all right, so your S60 DSFL Offensive Performance of the Year award goes to Gold Ship Week 2. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with over 10 yards per attempt and 7 touchdowns on 24 pass attempts.
Those 7 touchdowns, make it very hard to argue against.
Clean sheet too. No turnovers. Yep. It's just insane.
So congratulations to Gold Ship.
Good job, everybody.
Doug?
Yeah. So defensive performance of the year. Up on the board, we've got Fireball Jones with his week 8 performance. D Flowers in week 5. King Vaughn in week 6. Fireball Jones again in week 11. And Crusher Casket, love that picture, week 10.
Fireball Jones with multiple games of multi-turnover. Week 8 was 6 tackles with an interception, 2 forced fumbles and a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. And then week 11 was 5 tackles and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, and I always try to say, like, defensive touchdowns are flashy and cool. The turnovers are more important to me. Like, if you get 3 turnovers versus 1 touchdown, the offense should be able to take those in. But he got all of it. He got both.
Yep. You got D Flowers earlier in the season, week 5, 6 tackles, 3 sacks, an interception, a forced fumble, and a touchdown.
Just run on it.
Week 6, King Vaughn with 9 tackles, 2 sacks, a safety, and 2 forced fumbles. Just a wrecking ball there. And Crusher Casket was just racking up everything. 10 tackles, a sack, an interception, a forced fumble, fumble recovery.
Yeah, he ran the gauntlet.
Ones and everything.
I mean, that's a pretty damn good week. But
it's like somebody bet him to get at one of everything.
All right.
Must be a middle linebacker with 10 tackles.
But having the sack, interception, forced fumble, and fumble recovery, that was... Usually don't see inside linebackers doing that.
Was he in every, different depth chart positions, maybe?
What position do you play? Football.
I see ball, I get ball.
But, yeah, so your S60 Defensive Performance of the Year for the DSFL goes to a tie. Week 5, D Flowers. Week 8, Fireball Jones. Voters could not decide between which two we wanted to go
weeks
for.
With the defensive touchdown.
Both deserved, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's both insane weeks. Like those are incredible stat lines. So
you trade off a little bit of fumble for a couple more sacks. Like they're almost identical.
So congratulations to both of you for S60 DSFL Defensive Performance of the Year. Soup.
Okay, so well, these are the nominees for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. First, we've got Dante Von Wolf for the Luchadors. Michelin Shello for the BBC. Kawasaki Eagle for Norfolk. Tyler Oles for Norfolk as well. Scotty Barnes for the Dallas Bird Dogs. And then drop table player for the BBC again.
For the record, because I'm sure chat is correcting you somewhere, I'm like 99% sure that's supposed to be Michelangelo.
Oh, that's great.
Michelangelo. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't getting that either.
That's
Thanks, chat.
Hud's. His last player was Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes, it was.
Hud's like sharing his crabs with the league.
Oh, so many jokes to make. Don't do that.
But also Kawasaki Eagle, what a render.
Any
That is
shout out the offensive lineman up for the award here?
always a fan for offensive linemen.
Love seeing the big boys.
On Dallas, yeah. But yeah, Scotty Barnes there with 65 pancakes, only a single sack allowed.
Yeah, I think the efficiency, that percent.
Yeah. Drop table players, despite trying to break the sim and failing, with almost 200 carries, almost 850 yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, added another one receiving. So very strong season there. Very, pretty efficient on the whole. Along with Michelangelo, about the same number of carries and yards, actually. A little bit better yards per carry, but yeah, 2 very strong running back seasons. Ola's, that's always a QB. Yeah, Ola's with 32 touchdowns,
As a
3,500
rookie
yards.
QB, crazy.
Very strong.
I felt like I kept hearing Kawasaki Eagles names in the Sims, and I'm realizing he only had 900 yards, which just means like his impact was like efficiency.
Well, yeah, he had
the ball was important.
Kawasaki Eagle had the second highest yards per reception in the league.
Yeah.
17.9 yards per reception.
When he got it, it was big play time.
Yep. So definitely some very strong rookies there. And your there can only be one winner. So your 60 DSFL Offensive Rookie of the Year is Dante Von Wolf.
Luchadors, of course.
I think we
You
somehow
can't
managed
keep
to skip over him when we were doing the stats initially.
we talked about him already.
1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, just casually.
When you have one of the best QBs, you end up with one of the best receivers usually.
That checks out. So congratulations, Dante Von Wolf, DSFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Moving on, S60 Defensive Rookie of the Year for DSFL. We have DeColdest Williams for Portland, Will Vincefork for Bondi, Better Call Quasar on Kansas City, Elias Chantrell on Norfolk, Josh Harper on Portland, and Samuel Frost on Kansas City. I have no idea what position any of these guys played. I'm guessing Will Vincefork was defensive tackle.
Vince was defensive tackle. We can do the Coyotes. Quasar and Frost were both linebackers for us. The coldest Williams, I do not remember. Let's take a look.
Outside linebacker. 12 sacks. Oh, geez. 12 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, a defensive touchdown. As a rookie.
That's a rookie.
Now, granted, 81% tackle percent, but we can gloss over that. The rest of those stats are pretty damn good.
Am I crazy?
And then Josh Harper at safety with another 3 forced fumbles and 3 interceptions. Just, yeah, you weren't kidding. There's just turnovers all over the place this season.
It was just a season for him.
And where's Elias Chantrell?
I am looking right now.
Corner.
I love how nobody remembers defensive players.
It's the fantasy football thing.
It's a unit. It's a unit, right? You see the
Yeah.
team perform, not the players.
But Elias Chantrell with 73 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, 4 interceptions, 22 pass deflections, and only a 56% catch rate allowed, which is pretty damn good.
Yes. Good for a rookie at cornerback. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Even got a defensive touchdown there.
yeah. So your
Only one
S60,
penalty
yeah,
all season.
big one, but only
Sorry.
one. So your S60 DSFL Defensive Rookie of the Year award goes to Coldest Williams. Yeah, not a big surprise there. Rookie who's playing outside linebacker and actually playing well at outside linebacker despite being a rookie. Those are monster numbers there. So, congratulations to
Catch rate,
Coldest Williams.
huge plays, 10 pass deflections. Like
Yeah,
he
linebacker
did
actually
everything.
getting in on pass defense.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Coldest Williams. Deg.
All right, our special teams player of the year. Kickers are people too. our nominees are Boss Nasty. Seeing that pick again, loving it. Timothy Lee, Matthew Matty, and Isaac Sleuth.
So we only have one kicker in this list with Timothy Lee, who is already the first team kicker. 28 of 33, so 85%.
No question. He's probably the best kicker this year.
Versus Nasty with his 1,000 return yards. Matt Matty with the second highest kick return average and a kick return touchdown.
And the touchdown, yeah.
And Isaac
Sleuth
Sleuth,
with
who
the punt
is
return yards, though.
probably the best punt returner and
Yeah.
also a very
Yeah.
good kick returner. So, yeah, strong.
All very worthy.
Very much so. But
Yeah.
there can only be one. So, your S60 DSFL Special Teams Player of the Year award goes to Boss Nasty with those 1,000 kick return yards.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
Do we have notes of like how many times we hit 1,000 kick return yards in a season?
Oh, I'm sure we can go digging. Or somebody can scrape the index,
Someone in the chat, find that for me.
To the portal. Actually, does the portal have DSFL stats? I know it
Yeah.
tracks ISFL. I don't know if it tracks DSFL.
Great question. Not the time for it.
We'll let our viewers at home figure that one out and ping us with it. In the meantime, moving on. I think Soup. Right?
Okay. All right. For our Offensive Player of the Year nominees, we have, or DSFL Offensive Player of the Year nominees, we have Gold Ship with the Luchadors, Bubba Gump with the Ducks, Zion with the Luchadors, Swimmy Neutron
Norfolk.
with the East for Norfolk, Art Vandalay for the Luchadors, and Tame Brady for the Royals.
Goldship showing up everywhere. Zion showing up everywhere. Bubba Gump showing up everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying
Mandalay,
to
Brady.
I
decipher the
do try
teams
to
off the
forget the name
logos
of
in
the
the
ducks.
back.
I've been around a while. This is can see part of it. It's like, oh yeah, you get used to it. Yeah, we've already talked about Goldship in depth. Talked about Zion in depth. Was Bubba Gump a wide receiver? Oh geez, yeah, 135 targets, 87 catches for over 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns for Bubba Gump there. Tame Brady actually led the DSFL in scrimmage yards, over 1,100 rushing yards, plus 400 receiving.
We haven't really talked about Swimmy Neutron at all with 1,200 plays and 1,300 yards rushing.
Oh yeah, 13
100
leading rusher.
That's crazy. That how many snaps he took? He took more snaps than any other running back.
And about 55 more carries than Tame Brady, who was number 2, and 120 more carries than number 3. So
just a crazy workhorse or workfish.
No backfields in Norfolk there.
It would be appropriate. Calling him a workfish is appropriate for Norfolk. Come to think of it. But yeah, several running backs, wide receiver, QB, and a tight end. Love seeing that. Damn good tight end too.
Yeah, really good tight end.
Yeah, we do love our tight. Nope, I don't need to do that.
Oh,
I'll keep saying that as long as they keep
we've
showing up.
beaten the tight end to death. We need to stop talking about them.
But they get deep penetration and those soft hands. Anyway, I'm gonna get kicked off the stream. So your S60 DSFL Offensive Player of the Year goes to Art Vandelay.
Vandelay.
210 carries for over 1,000 yards, led the DSFL at over 5 yards per carry, along with 12 rushing touchdowns. So definitely a strong season for Vandelay.
Yeah, you can see the award givers, the voters. I don't know what you call them. Definitely valued the efficiency again this time over just mass numbers.
Well, and still had mass numbers. 14
They still had great numbers.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
14 touchdowns led DSFL running backs by a pretty wide margin. Of course, the entire Luchadors offense was just track meets. So, but still, congratulations, Art Vandelay.
The cactus.
I think this one's mine. So S60 Defensive Player of the Year for DSFL. We have Maxwell Silverhammer in Portland, Fireball Jones for the Luchadors, Sir Saxalot for the Luchadors, Robot Sunfish II for Kansas City, and D Flowers for Dallas. We've already talked about Fireball Jones and D Flowers in depth.
Maxwell Silverhammer is an underrated Beatles song. So
That's a song.
Yeah, bang,
it's a
bang,
song.
Maxwell
Silverhammer. It's on Abbey Road.
Showing the fact that I don't know Beatles at all.
That's okay. Beatles are overrated. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to shout out the defensive end on the board, Sir Saxalot.
I'm not going to drag out this award any longer. Just keep going.
Why can't I find Robot Sunfish?
He's a DT.
Oh, that's why. Oh, right. He was in Alt Pro. We did cover him.
Yeah. Almost everybody here except for Maxwell was.
Which, Maxwell still had 13 TFLs, 3 interceptions, 12 pass deflections, defensive touchdown. So still a very good linebacker there. But yeah. So your S60 DSFL Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Fireball Jones.
I mean, not a huge surprise considering how many awards he's been getting.
Yeah, and 7 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, like that'll do it. Just a turnover machine.
Tips the scales in your favor, for sure.
So, congratulations, Fireball Jones. Before we get to MVP, as always, our GM of the year, Doug.
Fitting a GM will read the GMs of the year. Everybody but me is up on that board. Anyway, Admiral. I always struggle to say this one out loud. Admirable traits and I'll leave it at that. That's good enough. Oil Mandan and Bubba. The NC206 and Pidgey Destined. Joho 3121 and Lieutenant Black Grizzly. And then the Sparky D and Cheese Conies.
I always found it funny that we take 5 nominees in a league with 8 teams.
With 8 teams, yeah. I'm not
But
going to say it hurts when you're one of the 3 left out, but, you know, might as well have just put all 8 up there.
at that point,
I-
yeah. But
At least I see my name. Anyway, I'm not bitter. It's fine.
Yep.
and that's why you
We
get to
made the
host.
playoffs.
You get to you get to talk shit about all the other GMs, and they're not on the stream, so they can't do anything about it.
There's a couple newbies up there too, which is good to see. I know somebody in Bondi Beach took over recently, and I think Cheese Conies is pretty recent. It's good to see new names up there.
For sure. But yeah, so the S60 DSFL GM of the Year award goes to Sparky D and Cheese Conies, Portland GMs, winners of the Ultimini in a bit of an upset there. I think it was generally assumed that the Ultimini would go to the south, and Portland pulled through and took it home in the north.
I argue that we had the tougher time in our division, and Portland just rose to the top of like beating each other up to a pulp, and ended up showing out. So yeah, they built a good roster. It's good to see.
Yeah. Congratulations to Sparky and Conies. All right. Soup. Actually, Soup, are you familiar with the MDM? Let's start there.
Not really, but
Yes.
I can make some assumptions, I guess.
Well, okay. So, just for reference, the MDM, most dedicated member, occasionally referred to as most dedicated multi, but I think most of those days are in the past. But yeah, MDM for DSFL is a newcomer on the scene. Has to be a true rookie, new create, and somebody who's really shown up and embraced the league for everything that it is. Immediately jumped in all over chat, all over media, picking up jobs. So really someone uh, who just burst onto the scene as a new member of the community.
Okay, it's a good award. I like it.
So it is yours to read if you
All right.
want.
Yeah. Those dedicated member nominees are Bloodless, Gams, Lord Vita, Neon Mage, and Rylikin.
Sounds right to me.
Gonna be honest, I haven't been paying that close of attention to DSFL.
I know these names
Yeah, I
through
know.
scouting, through talking with other GMs. Like Bloodless has taken on the game day hosting, and he's been everywhere with it.
Yeah,
Gams I
Bloodless.
know from from way back in the SHL, but he's also a Coyote, so we know him pretty well. But names that come out in chats all the time, especially when like ISFL teams are talking about drafting. We were talking about Lord Vito, we were talking about Neon Mage, we were talking about Relak, and they were top draft picks for everybody, I think, just because of how involved they are.
Yep. Anyone who's in first overall contention as a true rookie is doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a short list of like I'd say 7 names for our first pick, and every one of these was on it.
Checks out. So your S60 DSFL Most Dedicated Member Award goes to G Hams.
The bummiest co-GM ever.
So congratulations to G Hams.
That's
All right. The moment you have all been waiting for. This should be DSFL, not ISFL. Ignore the logo. DSFL most valuable player. In canon, it is most valuable player because we are not changing 30 seasons worth of awards. For DSFL, it is just a combination of Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year ballots. So I believe the rule is still in place that if you won the offense or defensive award, you can't win MVP. So
Didn't know that was a rule. That's good to know.
I believe it's a rule.
I mostly voted that way, but I didn't know it was actual rule.
So I think Vandalay and Jones are, eliminated
Ruled out.
by that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, same. That's the total list there. Combined offensive and defensive. A lot of luchadors. But
No surprise.
but yeah, I think we've gone over all these names already because of that. So going straight into it, the S60 DSFL MVP award goes to Gold Ship. I
Shit.
don't think that's a surprise to anyone, really. Goldship with over 4,000 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. Just absurd numbers for the DSFL.
Just a crazy DSFL season for a quarterback.
Yeah, MVP for sure. I've seen we had a Drew McPew Jr. back in the day win MVP for us, and these numbers are blowing that out of the water. I'm pretty sure it's just a fantastic season. As much as I'd love to see a defensive guy get it, we all want to see that, big men. No, it has to go to this. Has to be.
For sure. Congratulations, Goldship. And I think that then takes us. Oh, that's right. The all rookie team actually got their stuff in on time this season. T Money.
We won't
But
comment on that.
but yes, for the last few seasons, it usually wasn't ready in time for the award stream. They were posting it separately. This season, they got it done in time. So, although this is not rookies,
Those are not rookies.
these are not rookies. Something got mislabeled.
Maybe they didn't get it in time, and these are just regular All Pro.
This is second team All Pro. No, as the person who is in charge of All Pro, this is second team All Pro. I think something got mislabeled.
Oops.
I don't blame you, Infi. I know you're trying to get this done quickly. But yes, second team All Pro for ISFL. QB, you have Drew McPew Jr. At running back, Joseph Coolio. Also running back, Wilson Godebert. Fullback, Robert Crone. Tight end, Anukar Reed. Wide receivers, Corey Coleman, football catcherman, and Aurelius Brooks. Offensive tackle, Wesley O'Ryan and Barry Van Frogington. Interior offensive line, Flick Davis, Brick Tupp, and Justin Fern. Defensive tackles, Benji Raga and Felix Fortuna. Okay, I'm sorry, Infi. I think some things got mixed up there.
I think just that it might have been like a template that was going to get filled in. So
Yeah,
so this is what we should be reading. We read most of this.
this is what it should have been. I think Infi just got the wrong team in there. That's okay. I'm sure T Money will have will have it anyway. Oh yeah. In case the slides don't exist, T Money's got the team. All right, so you can post it as normal, T Money. You're good. But yes, as I was reading, there's your second team All Pro with the kicker Adam Vittori. Defense, Benji Raga and Felix Fortuna, defensive tackle. Mako Shark and defensive end, Paulie Wag is the DL flex. Outside linebackers, Oopsie Wrongball and Steven Matthews. Inside linebacker, Senior Seau. Corners, Smokemore, Zamir Keller III, and Silas Santana. Safeties, Theodore Espin and Gerald Chuprig. Punter, Adam Vittori. And returner, Dash Jackson.
A long list of names.
Very long. A lot of otters on second team for some reason. I don't know if you
A lot of
noticed
ours
that.
in second team. I'm also noticing that like it's a lot of like it's not middle of the road people. It's people that have been around a long time or like on their first or second season.
I mean, people at their peak will usually do very well, but I mean, even then, like
Yeah.
these are heavy hitters. ISFL's not small. There's a lot of players who had very good seasons and uh just other people hit better. So still though, second team All Pro, nothing to sneeze at there. Congratulations
Something to be
to
proud
everyone
of.
there.
Yeah.
Dag, I don't know if you want to.
First team offense is for the All Pro. We got that quarterback, a Purdy PP Penix. There's a Penix. Anyway, at running back, we have GM Mellat, which the name confuses me every time, thinking he's a GM. And then fullback blocked on Discord. And another running back, Jonathan Jameiston.
3 Baltimore.
3 Baltimores, yeah. Their run game was pretty on point this year.
No wonder they were in the.
Um,
I did. You did notice the two teams in the Ultimus. You had Orange County all over second team, and immediately here on first team you've got Baltimore. It's almost like good players lead to good teams. Weird.
That's a coincidence for sure.
Yeah.
Should I
all
just
right.
keep going or
Yeah.
soup?
Sure.
I'll just keep going on a few. Yeah.
Okay.
Wide receiver is Ezra Torrent, Griffin Stone, and Vidal Valor. Go Brood. And tight end Jason Beatty
As
of
a
the come on,
as a true rookie, Jason Beatty made it. By the way,
Jason Beatty.
a true
Yeah.
rookie and a true tight end.
Damn. Double win.
He had 51 pancakes.
That's
Which
a lot.
he's doing his job right.
Still second in receptions. Second in receiving yards for tight ends. For tight ends.
Yeah.
For tight ends. Sorry. To be
Really
clear.
impressive. Yeah.
Soup,
Yeah,
you wanna?
just impressive all across the board as a rookie.
Okay. You want me to
Yep.
continue with the
Yeah.
You
first
take
team offense? And okay, for offensive tackles, we have Steve's Lava Kaiju and Schnitzel Rada. For the interior offensive line, we have King Ghidorah, Titus Gilly, and Boss Chud.
Just for reference, the All Pro team, I grew it a little bit this season, so we actually had our full complement of well, I think technically we had 9 out of the 10 voting, but still, more people than normal. Obviously, the more people you get voting, the less consensus there is. Literally half of the unanimous first team players were the interior offensive line. All 3 of King Ghidorah, Titus Gilly, and Boss Chud were unanimous first team All Pros.
How rare is that?
Uh, with how, like I said, with how many people we had here, that is impressive, especially for the interior offensive line, no less. I think King Ghidorah was a true rookie at that.
They all had 0 sacks allowed, so that's a commonality between all 3.
Very strong season across the board there for the offensive line. Moving on to the defense. We got Turd Ferguson at defensive tackle, along with Max Payne. Trent Butterfingers at defensive end, along with Vince Morgan as DL Flex defensive end. And then Brian Jones and Tex Richards at outside linebacker.
Can I
Yes,
shut up myself here?
yes, Tim. You
I
made
I,
first team All Pro.
Yeah.
I am Vince Morgan. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations. I did predict you were going to have a breakout season in fantasy.
It
Which
was the time for it. I dropped myself in fantasy. Fun fact.
Why would you
For
do that?
Turd Ferguson, who was number one. So
Well, okay, fine. Fair enough. But yeah, strong. I think
Yep.
Brian Jones, I think, led the league in 20 sacks.
yeah, he had a
Seven,
great season.
20 sacks and 7 forced fumbles. So yes, Tim, you earned it. Congratulations. See you all over chat there.
And again, I'm appreciative of 2 defensive ends on the board.
I am happy that defensive ends are making a comeback. You will notice there's 2 defensive tackles, a defensive end, and then a DL flex. That was from the dark days of when we had like 6 defensive ends, and they were all being badly outplayed by the defensive tackles. So I am very happy that there are now enough good defensive ends that we can have 2 defensive ends on the first team. This is a
It's a very versatile group now, and you're seeing a lot more improvement on the stats and just the excitement for the position, which is
oh
cool.
yeah. As my first player was a Hall of Fame defensive end, and it made me very sad that the position was almost dying out there for a while. So I'm thrilled that they're making a comeback. And the rest of the defense, Doug?
At inside linebacker, we've got huge
Yes, it is pronounced.
Hugh Jassman. And then at cornerback, we have Drew Winemaker, Dixon Yamada, and a flexor there at Reno Vega. And then the safeties are Count Sevum and Obi-Wan Piknobi.
Couple of Colorado defensive backs in there.
Yeah, so kind of not, I don't want to say shocking, but like, yeah, it's good to see other teams getting their flowers.
And Reno Vega finally winning awards.
Took them a while.
Also see you in chat.
Yep.
But yeah, congratulations to the first team defense. And then I think there's one more, Soup, if you want to take that one.
Yeah. Then for special teams, we have the kicker Victor Anderson. For punter, we have Sam Wayman. And for returner, we have Rock Kosier. Rock Kosier.
It has an accent on it. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. The S
So
has a
shout out.
little thing above it. But
It's got a little double dot, I think. Is it a double dot or a squiggle?
I think it's a squiggle or a little like circle.
Squiggle?
I don't know. It's an accent above the S.
Is it an
Somebody
umlaut?
must have put in the wiki etymology or whatever.
By the way, Victor Anderson not
Anderson.
only was perfect 30 of 30 as a kicker, he's also another true rookie.
Oh, God.
There are a shocking number of true rookies on the first team All-Pro here. So, yeah, congratulations to the first team ISFL All-Pro. And I believe
Good job, guys.
that should be the last slide of those. So, yeah, getting into offensive performance of the year. Soup, you want to take that one?
Yeah, no problem. For the offensive performance of the year for ISL, we have Canada Goose for week 7, Jason Beatty for week 7, GM Melo for week 8, Tom Turbo on week 8, Ezra Torrent on week 11, and Purdy PP Penix for week 14s.
So I just want to point out, yes, we have an offensive lineman for offensive performance of the year award as an
Let's
option.
go, big boy.
Nice.
He had 16 pancakes and no sacks allowed.
That's awesome.
I think
Generational performance.
I don't
One
think
for the
that's the record,
Hogs.
but I don't think it's quite the record, but it's getting pretty damn close.
Hey, can I say I've never seen Tom Turbo's picture? His render. What is that?
An abomination, that's what it is.
Looks like a bicycle, maybe?
But that abomination put up 5 touchdowns. So in 1 week.
We have another almost perfect week for quarterback for PNX. 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, only 4 incompletions.
More touchdowns than incompletions. 28 of 32 for 373 yards. Now, if I recall correctly, that was Cape Town. I am curious just how many of these were the asterisks of playing against Cape Town, but nevertheless,
The first one I looked up was against Cape Town, so
you can only play the team across from you. So even if it's Cape Town, you still have. Besides, that was everybody got to play Cape Town, and only Baltimore scored 83 points. So
Listen, everybody in the ISFL is capable and on great teams, and they're all built to be contenders eventually. Cape Town's just in a different position right now.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure Cape Town's send down list could have beaten their actual team this season. But I think rounding it out here, Ezra Torrent, 6 catches, 3 touchdowns. Every other catch a touchdown with 151 yards to boot. Mellett with 20 carries for almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Jason Beatty, our true tight end rookie, with 7 catches for 123 and a touchdown. I believe Jason Beatty also finished as the wide receiver tight end 2 in fantasy.
Damn.
So kind of
He's
great season
not
for
on
him all
a
around.
top team either. Nola's kind of growing right now, so he's only going to get better.
Yep. But yeah, so your S60 ISFL Offensive Performance of the Year award goes to Purdy PP Penix, Week 14. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue against 7 touchdowns and against 4 incompletions. So checks
Near
out.
perfection can't be disagreed with.
Yeah. So congratulations, Penix. Moving on. I think I've lost track of who it
It's
was.
you.
Me? Cool. That
you,
works.
yeah.
So we have Trent Butterfingers in week 2, Multaliki Wailiki in week 7, Reno Vega in week 7. I noticed there's a lot of week 7s between offensive defense. I don't know what happened that week. Obi-Wan Piknobi week 9 and Tyron Brackenridge III in week 16.
So again, shout out defensive ends, Trent Butterfingers.
Butterfingers he didn't get involved much. He only had 4 tackles for a
But
TFL, 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
yeah, every tackle was important.
Why make many tackle when few tackle do trick? Because holy crap, that is a lot of production for just 4 tackles. Wailiki, 6 tackles, 3 sacks, an interception, a forced fumble, fumble recovery, defensive touchdown. Just racking up everything. Piknobi in week 9 there. Had 3 interceptions with a defensive touchdown. Also had a sack. So
Flying in
yeah.
from the safety position too. Yeah.
Brackenridge having one of everything. 10 tackles.
You name the stat, he had it.
there's a lot of parallels between the ISFL defensive performances and DSFL defensive performances this season. I noticed.
Kind of true, yeah.
Why
Two people
Wailiki
get very similar stats with touchdowns. People are
Wailiki
like,
and
okay,
D Flowers almost identical. Brackenridge and Crusher Casket almost identical.
very interesting.
We're living in the Matrix. The Sims just exposing it.
It's just a mirror image of each other.
But yeah. So you're
I think we only didn't mention Reno Vega there. Again, up for an award.
it's just Zach. But anyway. Now with
Defensive
Reno,
touchdown. Good job, lad.
yeah, Reno with 10 tackles, 2 interceptions, defensive touchdown. So definitely strong week. Yeah, strong performances all around. But your S60 ISFL Defensive Performance of the Year goes to Multaliki. Oh, I missed the
You didn't look at the... I was
uh,
enjoying that the whole time.
I missed that he had that drawn in there. The picture was too small originally. But anyway, Multiliki Wailiki, week 7. Congratulations for a 60 defensive performance of the year there. How did I not notice that he had that on there?
He's
I
in
think, yeah,
disguise.
him winning this, you can't argue, really. Defensive touchdowns, the forced fumbles, the fumble recoveries, the sacks, just kind of had everything in more impactful ways than some of the others.
But yeah, congratulations.
Mm.
All right, Deg.
Okay, for the ISFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Vlad Wolf, Victor Anderson, Jason Beatty again, Cookout Tray, King Ghidorah, and Thunder McQueen.
Vlad Wolf QB for Honolulu there. Not high volume, but certainly efficient. Victor Anderson, as we are actually Anderson and Beatty we already talked about. Ghidorah we mentioned already.
Cookout Tray, one of the best DSFL running backs in a little while here.
And in the ISFL, almost 1,300 rushing yards as soon as he comes up.
Yeah, top 4 in yards as a rookie.
And then Thunder McQueen with almost 900 yards receiving as a rookie. 96 catches too. Definitely high target volume there. Top receiver for San Jose.
And you notice that like Thunder, Cookout, Jason, they're kind of on rebuilding teams, but there's still some rookies performing on like contending teams. Like Osaka's in the mix. You've got Austin kind of always there. And Vlad Wolf for Honolulu. Honolulu's been competitive for years now. They're just jumping into roles.
Key roles and doing well. So your S60 Offensive Rookie of the Year award goes to Jason Beatty. That
There
impressive
is
tight end performance.
If you can't
Love a
give
good tight
rookies
end.
all the other awards, give them the rookie award.
In the mix for all of them. But yeah, congratulations, Jason Beatty. Moving on. Soup, you want to take this one?
Okay, for defensive rookie of the year, we have Wyatt 60, Mike Smitty, Psychedelic. We'll pause Psychedelic. Brock Lesnar, Flash Johnson, and DJ Law II.
A lot of Sabercats on that list.
Lost in the cats. Shout out Brock Lesnar, former Coyote.
Wyatt
Best jet
Sykesy,
to
defensive tackle with 6 TFLs.
it.
Was
DJ
Mike
Law on Baltimore,
no, he
winning that
was
Ultimus in his first year. Sorry.
as a safety with 4 interceptions. Certainly solid. Mike Smitty, defensive end. Yeah, 5 sacks, pair of TFLs, definitely getting involved right away. I think Flash Johnson, yep, corner. Actually pretty solid corner season too. 4 interceptions, 27 pass deflections.
That's huge.
And
Huge
then
involved.
Sakadelic coming up as a rookie outside linebacker in the ISFL. 14 TFLs and 11 sacks. So making an impact right away.
Living up to the name.
For sure. So your S60 ISFL Defensive Rookie of the Year award goes to Sakadelic. Yeah, 14 TFLs will do that. 14 TFLs, 11 sacks, a few turnovers, had a defensive touchdown. Only 50% catch rate allowed too. So immediately coming up and making his presence felt as a pass defender as well as disruptor in the backfield.
And anytime
Everybody
you get
likes
rookies, go ahead, Soup.
I said everybody likes a good, well-rounded linebacker that can pretty much do everything.
And getting rookies into that outside linebacker position, giving them those early stats, kind of helps boost the confidence.
Oh yeah. So congratulations, Sakadelic. Your returner of the year. We have Alex Baudelaire from New York, Dalton Gross in Arizona, Rock Kassir in Yellowknife, Dash Jackson, also New York, and Worf Mogson in New Orleans. I don't understand. I think this is like the second or third season in a row that New York had both of their returners on this list. I don't know what they're doing different,
Really feeding these boys.
but
Dash Jackson with his 750 return yards. One of the top 5 in punt returns.
certainly one of the more efficient.
Alex Baudelaire averaging over 30 yards per kick return.
A little bit lower volume, but yeah, incredibly efficient. Rock Kassir already first team All Pro with just shy of 31 yards per return, plus over 9 yards per punt return.
Dalton Gross with the most premier average punt returns. Just gorgeous number. I didn't know the green could get that green.
And then you have Worf with 28 yards per kick return, about 7.5 per punt return. So yeah, amazingly no return touchdowns this season.
Ooh,
So
good
this really
point.
is going to be based on the yardage alone. No one taking advantage of the big 100-yard returns or whatever.
The
Yeah.
touchdown bump.
Yeah. So your S60 ISFL returner of the year is Rock Kassir, first team All Pro and returner of the year. So he's a returner archetype, or yeah, return specialist archetype. So checks out.
Checks
I
out.
mean,
He's
yeah,
very
looking at
across
the
the
list,
board.
had a very good year across the board.
So congratulations, Rock Kassir. Kicker punter of the year, Deg.
Okay, your nominees for kicker punter of the year are obviously Victor Anderson, Adam Vittori, Kiki Martin, love that name, Sam Wayman, and Corey Worthington.
So fun little thing. I don't know if you noticed it when we're going through All Pro. Victor Anderson, obviously the true rookie, kicking phenom, perfect kicker, first team All Pro kicker. Sam Wayman was the first team punter. I think he had the second best punt average and the technically third best inside 20%, but just between the two, by far the best punter. Adam Vittori was number 2 and was second team in both categories. And you got
Very, very close race.
Kiki Martin out there with the best punt average in the league. Um, Corey Worthington with a great inside 20%, while also hitting 85% of his field goals.
These kickers really showing up for their teams as maybe the offenses weren't churning the way they should.
And as I like to point out, it is kicker and punter of the year, not just kicker. We'll see if the voters remember that. But yeah, your S60 ISFL kicker punter of the year is Victor Anderson, the true rookie, hitting 30 of 30 as a rookie
Mr. Perfect.
with
Yeah,
46% inside 20 as a punter as well. So
yeah, just being perfect on the season's pretty impressive as a rookie too.
for sure. I have never seen a perfect kicker season before, so this is a first for me. But yeah, congratulations, Victor Anderson. Hell of a rookie season here. See if we got more to come. All right. Offensive player of the year. Soup, I think you're up.
Yeah, for the offensive player of the year, we have Purdy PP Penix, Ben Hammer, Ezra Torrent, Drew McPew Jr., Wilson Godobert, Steve's Lava Kaiju.
So, pair of QBs, no Gekbis. Deservedly so, but no Gekbis.
Okay.
Penix, 36 touchdowns, second in the league, only to McPew. I think Penix was the first team All-Pro QB, but that's because he did it on like 60 fewer attempts. McPew still had 4,600 yards. Both of them very good QBs this season.
Huge numbers out of him. 37 touchdowns, led the league.
Banhammer, the top runner in the ISFL this season, over 1,500 rushing yards. Total workhorse, 350 carries too.
Saved my fantasy season.
Meanwhile, Wilson Godebert, not nearly the same style. Banhammer was just run into the ground. Godebert had 181 carries and 144 targets. Ultimately, 1,800 scrimmage yards and 16 touchdowns. So just multi-purpose weapon there for New York. Torrent, who I believe led all receivers in touchdowns and was 4 yards shy of being the top yardage receiver as well. But over 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns. Huge weapon for McPew there.
Crazy season.
And we have an offensive lineman. Steve Slavakaiju with 117 pancakes, no sacks allowed.
No sacks all season.
Give it up for the big guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, your S60 ISFL Offensive Player of the Year is Banhammer. Like I said, rocking that 1,500 rushing yards, just the workhorse for that Honolulu offense.
Yeah, just put in all that work, doing that much with and all those carries is it's hard to argue.
If only he could have gotten one more carry. He ended the season at 1,995 scrimmage yards. 5 more yards, he would have hit 2K. But still.
Come on, coach. Put him back in.
Congratulations, Banhammer, Offensive Player of the Year. I think Soup? Or did you just do the last one?
I just did the last one. I'll do it again if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so for Defensive Player of the Year, we have Turd Ferguson, Steven Matthews, Drew Winemaker, Brian Jones, Dixon Yamada, and Reno Vega.
I think a lot of these names have, all of these names have already come up. So this should not be a much of a surprise.
Much as Steven Matthews.
I know Steven Matthews was first team linebacker, or either first or second team linebacker. He was an All-Pro. I know that.
Yeah.
138 tackles, 15 TFLs, 18 sacks. Just wherever the ball was, so was Matthews.
Shout out Brian Jones.
60 tackles. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No. Yeah, no, Brian Jones with the sack lead of all season long, I think. Just carrying it, doing all the turnovers with our amazing defense. And yeah, Turd was amazing. Go ahead, Soup.
Oh, I just wanted to bring up Turd Ferguson's 60 tackles, which was 7 more than the next best 2. And 8 tackles for a loss, which was the most out of all the defensive tackles.
Defensive line not known for getting tackles.
And 13 sacks as a defensive tackle.
Wrecking ball there for New Orleans. And we actually have 3 corners on this list between Yamato, Winemaker, and Vega. All 3 of them had at least 5 interceptions and 26 pass deflections.
It's a
So,
good year for defense.
but yeah, your S60 ISFL Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Brian Jones.
Go Brood.
Those 20 sacks, 7 forced fumbles, just a wrecking ball in the backfield. So, yeah, congratulations, Brian Jones.
Also pretty important, no penalties. We like our disciplined players.
Very true.
High
Okay.
IQ.
Getting everybody in the backfield and not giving up first downs at all. So congratulations, Brian Jones. All right. GM of the Year awards. Still a lot, but at least this time it's out of 14 instead of out of 8. But we have Roy Rivers and Swoosh for Baltimore. Got Jackie and Irish for Black Forest. Griff and Ice Bear for Honolulu. Purple Pirate Prue and American Pineapple for New York. Uptown Cord and MM Flex for Orange County. And Irk and Russ or Russ drives the bus specifically. And there was multiple Russes for San Jose.
I don't know if this counts last season or this season, but I think Jackie should be Cowboy Blender now.
It should have been this for S60. So I don't remember when Jackie stepped down.
It was before the season, so shout
Oh.
out Cowboy Blender as well.
So yeah, it would be Cowboy Blender and
Jackie was
Irish.
very important in building the team. Thank you, Jackie, but Cowboy as well.
But yeah, certainly a lot of very, very deserving people on this board. But only one team can win. So your S60 ISFL GM of the Year award goes to Uptown and MM Flex, Orange County, for taking home that Ultimus.
Long awaited Ultimates.
Fair enough.
Kind of hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
They were the bridesmaids for quite a while there, so
I think that
finally getting
was
to the hump.
I remember seeing when Orange County won. I think that broke the longest championship drought in the league. I don't remember. Apparently, it's like 30 plus seasons.
Reminded me that I'm a Leafs fan right now.
Orange County can do it, so can you. But congratulations, Uptown and Flex. All right. Yeah, then most dedicated member. This is unlike the DSFL one. This is the general one. You can be up for this one however many times, but similar idea. Just people who have truly dedicated themselves to the ISFL all over the place, making things happen. So we've got Bloodless, Andro, Wolfman, and Bob Trek. And I think a few people were pointing out that yes, Bloodless with all the game day hosting.
Bloodless with game day and nominated in both leagues, actually. So
Yeah. To be a true rookie up for both DSFL and ISFL MDM is pretty damn impressive.
We can speak to Wolfman. We got him in our team last couple seasons here, and
Killer.
just the immediate growth from him was just crazy. Just took on everything immediately and wanted to be involved in anything and everything we were doing. So super proud to see him there.
I think because he did work for both, that's why he got nominated in both. So because the broadcast were both for ISFL and DSFL, maybe that's why he got nominated for both guys.
Yeah. I don't know much about Bob Trek and Andrew, but I've seen their names.
I've seen them both like constant media.
Constant.
So I mean, honestly, like over the last few seasons, the amount of media I've been seeing push forward, like very impressive. That media, like, yeah, the community aspect obviously is huge, and everyone doing jobs is huge. But the media can, it's very easy to overlook it in terms of like the health of the league. That is like the lifeblood. That is kind of the league's legacy, as it were. Everything else, like, oh, this is how we run it. Oh, this is the community. But this is all the media pieces. It's like, oh, this is what drives conversation. This is what's happening. Like, oh, oh, that's right, Bob Trek. You're now. I missed that you were GM. This is what happens when I'm not a GM anymore. I lose track of things. But yeah,
So who wins?
great group. Certainly a deserving group. But yeah, the S60 ISFL MDM goes to Bob Trek. As he just pointed out, GM, RM, and Sim team. So yes, I am not paying attention to the number of jobs that you have been taking on. I am sorry. I did not
It's
realize
people
that you
blaming
had been
themselves.
taking over things. So yeah, congratulations, Bob Trek, jumping in with all those jobs, really getting heavily involved. Well deserved. All right. And then the one we've all been waiting for, the most valuable player for the ISFL. Dag, you want to take this one?
I will read the most valuable player. Yes. Uh, Up for the award for MVP is of the Baltimore Hawks. I don't know why I started reading the full names. I'll just say Baltimore. Purdy P. Penix. Of Honolulu, we have Ban Hammer. Of New York is Wilson Godebert. Of the Black Forest Brood, we have Brian Jones. From Colorado is Drew Winemaker. And of the champions, the Orange County Otters, Drew McPew Jr.
McPew Pew Pew and Penix just going neck and neck for every single thing here.
PP
Yeah.
and Pew Pew.
We have our offensive and defensive player of the year award winners in Banhammer and Brian Jones. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure you can't win both. So um, we've
Whoa,
they
spoilers, guy. Come on.
yeah. It's a rule. This is known. So yes, definitely worthy of being included on the ballot, but we already know results to some degree there. Um,
Yeah, Godebert's been there for so long. Like, since I've been in the league, I've been seeing Godebert up on boards and up for awards. I'm kind of new in the league, by the way, if you guys don't know. It's like 6 seasons old.
he's been. To be fair, my big thing is, how well are they doing in fantasy? Because if they're scoring well in fantasy, they can't be bad.
They can't be.
And he's been my fantasy goat for a while. Winemaker, obviously, huge seasons at corner, and then like I said, the pair of QBs. So I think we've
I
talked
honestly
about,
don't know who we'd pick. That's
yeah.
crazy.
But the S60 ISFL most valuable player is Drew McPew Pew Pew
Let's go.
Jr. The
Former Coyote MVP too.
Yep, MVP of the Ultimus winning Orange County Otters with what did I say before? Over 4,600 yards, led the league, 37 touchdowns, led the league. Just huge passing numbers on the powerhouse offense. So Orange County with a pretty strong sweep of the awards in their return to championship. So congratulations, Drew McPew Pew Pew.
Congrats.
And then yes, I believe last slide here. I think if I recall correctly, we only had one Hall of Fame inductee this season. Doctor Who. A little time in Chicago and Oko early on, mostly NOLA. 5-time first team All Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, defensive tackle. And the Hall of Fame committee. had this to say if I can find it. There we go. Doctor Who was one of the most dominant defensive tackles in ISFL history. After some early career team movement, they became a crucial part of the second line defense that went back-to-back Ultimuses in S48 and S49. Doctor Who was named to 5 consecutive Pro Bowls and first-team All-Pros from S50 to S54, who retired 4th all-time in tackles for loss and 1st all-time in blocked punts among defensive tackles. So, congratulations, Doctor Who, class of S60 Hall of Fame.
So watcher of Doctor Who, I wouldn't have pictured him as a defensive tackle, but good job.
I think they started out as a corner and swapped to DT, unless I'm misremembering things. It's been a while.
Doctor
Really
Who can
found
do anything he wants.
That's
fair.
true. Sure, I'm sure Doctor Who has some way to vastly increase his mass so that
Well, just think about the TARDIS and how much is in such a little space.
exactly.
Do it to your body.
But I believe that is the last slide here. So congratulations to all award winners, and I will have your award SIGs posted here shortly. Thanks, Dag and Soup, for joining me.
Yep, no problem. Anytime.
Thank you, Tuba. Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone, and good night.